Hey, what's up, everybody? We're playing Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo Entertainment System today, and we're going to show you how to defeat the Stage 4 boss, Kelbeross. So, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about this fight is that one of these dogs doesn't take any damage. So, this dog that is kind of short-hopping right now, that's above Ryu, this dog will not actually, it can take damage, but it's not actually registering any hits on the tracker for the enemy. Only one of these dogs actually takes damage toward ending the fight. And if you can kill the other dog, right, because both of them take the same amount of hits, 16. But if we'll kill this dog off here. There's a danger that it will respawn. And you really don't want these dogs hopping on you because they do 3 damage every time they make contact with Ryu's hitbox. Right, see, now there. They took out the one dog, and now we're just left to contend with this dog. So what a lot of people do is they come in here and they try to attack in the air. And I just think this is a mistake because you just don't have a lot of time in the air. You also can't adjust your position that easily. So if we were to come in here and try to slice, let's say we didn't know, we'd end up wasting some time and energy trying to and then next thing you know, the fight's over. So, since we know this dog is the only one that takes damage, we're going to concentrate most of our kind of effort on, getting hits on this dog as quickly as we can, or as safely as we can. So, all right. Now, another important thing about this boss is that these dogs will often jump in a way in which they will land on these half pillars, right? These little partial pillars, which means that you can kind of use them to shield Ryu from any kind of damage. So as long as you're kind of active on the D-pad and you're paying attention, you can kind of slow this fight down a little bit and leave both dogs on the screen. Now, if you want to take one dog out before you start slashing at the dog whose hitbox is actually active, then that's not a bad idea. But there is at least a possibility that the dog will respawn.
Oh, I'm in big time jail here, look. Okay.
Right, this dog, if you take it out, right, it can respawn. So it looks like it may not respawn, but I'll just try to show it off here. So again, 16 hits, but again, it's not going to end the fight. It'll just, kind of take the dog off the screen as long as it doesn't respawn. So again, you can kind of use the pillars as an umbrella and help shield Ryu in the fight. Okay, so now we're taking out the dog. And that'll leave this. And again, I would recommend just kind of chasing the dog from behind. Getting as many hits in as you can. And similar to your Massacre strategy. And again, see, we've taken very few hits, and then the fight's over. You can even leave the other dog on the screen. As long as you kind of keep track of which dog is taking the damage. In this pattern, it's the one that's kind of hopping a little longer. So I recommend not jumping at all if you're going to leave both dogs on the screen. And kind of using these pillars as an umbrella and then kind of chasing after the one with the hitbox. You're going to have to protect yourself here from this short jumping dog. Maybe come out, grab a couple hits in. Right, now we can chase. Kind of watch out a little bit. If we end up taking damage, it's okay, right? Because each dog will, do about 3 hit points of damage per hit. Sometimes they'll try to, you might think that it's landing on the pillar and it'll land kind of just here and you'll take, you might take a hit. So, now if you want to get ahead on the fight, you can jump and get 2 hits per. So you can kind of start with a lead. You can jump off this pillar and chase a little bit, right? So if you want to make the fight a little more risky, chase the tail a little bit, and then kind of hide a bit right here, and then this one's going to try to jump in your face, and then you'll be able to finish it right there when it comes in your face. So there's no special mashing technique here. I'm just, jumping over the dog here. So again, if you want to make the fight a little riskier, you can. See, we're already down to 3 hit points there, 1 hit point, and position ourselves over here, and we can finish the fight. But if you want to just play it slow, take it safe, stay under the pillar, get as many hits in as you can, and then just don't come out till it's safe. couple hits. Stay under here. Just work one side of the fight here. A nice safe fight. Got a nice round in there. Again, nothing too risky here. Maybe I'll finish the fight right there. Yeah, so that was actually relatively quick. But again, no fancy tricks, no fancy techniques, no sword canceling or anything like that. Just straight kill of the Kelbeross boss in Act 4 of Ninja Gaiden. Thanks for watching.